Today I'm going to talk just a tiny bit about getting this gooey, sticky gunk off of your jewelry.
'Cause it's a bitter, bitter pill that I need to swallow, swallow still. Can't believe that this is real. To be going on without you gives me a chill.
Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm Casey from OVM. So I'm sure you clicked on this video because you are struggling with getting this residue off of your jewelry. And boy, is it a pain when you cannot get that stuff done. And I know you've probably been on the internet like I have and saw 8,000 different ways and techniques to get it off. And you've probably tried most of them. Have you damaged your jewelry doing it, or has it just not worked? I've had the same problems. So some of the things that the internet says is a polishing cloth, but it really does just smudge around the residue and doesn't help a whole lot. Of course, the tried and true soap and water, but that's not good for the rhinestones and stuff like that if you're going to have to soak it. And also, it can take a very long time to break down that residue. Rubbing alcohol is something that'll work, but still, it doesn't work that well. You can rub and you'll still just smudge it around, and you'll have to use a whole lot of force, and a lot of times that can hurt the plating on costume jewelry. Now, acetone is a great choice when you're having to work with something like a very hard glue to get off. But a sticky like tape like residue, it's not the best. It's actually going to break it down, turn it into a more of a gooey mess. And also, it can really strip the finish. Now, that's not that big of a deal when you're dealing with gold and silver, but when you're dealing with plating, it's very hard to get that back. So acetone can be very damaging, especially to costume jewelry. Some other fairly common items is denatured alcohol, which can be too harsh, especially for very thin and not great quality plating. WD-40 is a favorite for a lot of people. However, it does leave a very sticky, greasy residue. It's meant, to lubricate. So that's the reason it leaves that very, oily feeling, and it's hard to get that off. You're going to have to usually just soak it in soap and water afterwards anyway.
Here's my number one thing though. It doesn't matter if it's this brand or not. This is just the brand we have. But I just take a little bit of oil, because oil is the enemy of adhesives. And I just take a little bit of oil. Yes, I got a lot on my hand, whatever. But you just take it and rub it on there. And this is good. This oil isn't gonna hurt your costume jewelry and stuff like that. But you can see that that adhesive just breaks right down. It's just science, like science used in a practical way. But it just takes it and breaks it right down. So easy, and it's so... we know we're not damaging the glass. If it gets on the edge here, we're not damaging it. Same happens the same. Natural beads. That would be the only thing I would caution you on with using this oil is something like pearls or coral, something that's very porous. But plastics and stuff like that, this stuff just gets it off so easy, super quick. And I mean, I was using no pressure, honestly. But I mean, it just gets it off. And when you use other stuff, you could scratch and scratch and scratch and do whatever you want. It takes a long time. Oil breaks down adhesives. And that's on like any sticky stuff. When you have really sticky, gummy stuff from stickers or price tags, anything like that, a little bit of mineral oil can get it right off. And that's other oils too. Vegetable oil, anything like that. So you're not going to have to worry too much. You can get that sticky stuff off really quick. So just a quick tip there.
Think I'm kidding about the acid? Let me just show you real quick. Here is some gunk on here. It's sticky gunk. And here is some silver acid. But check this out. I can stick this right on here. I guarantee you this is Like, I mean, I do this a lot. I'm showing you guys. I'm not telling you to do this, okay? So here I am trying to eat the acid off of this thing. And it's not coming off. Look at that. Look, it's still there. What? It's ate like all the tarnish and stuff off of this like copper or brass, whatever it is, bracelet. Look at that. That is so insane. Okay, now let me show you the easiest way in the world. And it's not bad or harmful. It's oil. It is oil. Now, I don't suggest baby oil because baby oil has like some different like scents and stuff like that in there. I just suggest just regular oil, like mineral oil, olive oil or something like that. Check this out. Look at that. Look, watch. Now it just comes off. It's like, shut up. No, you didn't. Can you guys see that? Acid wouldn't eat this stuff off. But there's something about oil that can break down the bonds of adhesives. But you can use this on brass. You can use this on costume jewelry. You can use this on your cabinets when your kid's got a sticker on there and you're like, no. So now you know how easy it is to get that goo off your jewelry. Now, if you have a little bit of a harder time getting something off because it's really stuck in some like little crevices or something, easy enough. Throw a little bit of baking powder into the oil, make a little bit of a mush, and rub it on. Just make sure you're not working with like a plating or something on that jewelry, because if you are, you could definitely rub that plating off with that baking soda. Now, that's not going to happen with the oil, but if you put baking soda on there, that's an abrasive substance, so you really could hurt it if you are making that kind of abrasive paste. So I hope that helps, and you know, have fun cleaning your jewelry.
You're glowing in the dark. You're glowing in the dark. Glowing in the dark. I feel it in my heart. You're glowing in the dark. Glowing in the dark.